the most iconic sporting venues in Asia for this quarter-final fixture between Al-Ahli of Saudi Arabia and Buriram United of Thailand. This is the AFC Champions League Elite Finals Jeddah 2025, presented by NEOM. No room for error on the road to the final, which will take place on the 3rd of May. And the reward for the winner of this fixture will be that semi-final clash on the 29th of April against Al-Hilal. Pretty warm conditions at this time of the year, slightly cooler now than it was earlier in the day, and mercifully there is a nice bit of breeze blowing across the ground which will help provide some relief. Still 32 degrees Celsius, something for the players from both sides to have to deal with, along with the fans who have gathered here this evening at this wonderful venue where the journey towards the crown continues at the Jewel. Under the blazing lights of the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium, a battle for supremacy is about to unfold. Al-Ahli, giants of Saudi football armed with world-class talent, stand ready to unleash their firepower against the fearless warriors from Thailand. Buriram United in your picture right now, being led here by Dion Cools. They arrive with a burning desire to shock the continent and create history. They're looking forward to this challenge, and boy, will it be a challenge this evening. Welcome along to the continuation of what has been an incredible competition so far, the AFC Champions League Elite 2024-25, which started all the way back in September of last year with 24 teams from the East and West zones, split into 2 leagues of 12, and after months of top-level football across this amazing continent of Asia, we are now down to the AFC Champions League Elite Finals Jeddah 2025. We're all set to take in this quarter-final contest between Al-Ahli and Buriram United here in a city known for its spirit of hospitality and its love of sport. A city that welcomes the world, yet fiercely champions its own. And one of its own is in action tonight. Al-Ahli will have the backing of a fierce home support as they look to make their way past a Buriram United side who will be keen to silence the crowd by causing an upset this evening. This is the second quarter-final of the AFC Champions League Elite Finals Jeddah 2025, and the first one taking place last night between Al-Hilal, 4-time champions, and Gwangju FC, debutants at this level. There was no upset last night at this ground as Al-Hilal dominated and destroyed their opposition on the pitch with a strong display to send a message to the rest of the contenders at these finals. A 7-0 thrashing of the side from Korea Republic. An explosive start to these finals, and the question now is what sort of response will we get from their Saudi Arabian rivals Al-Ahli and from Southeast Asia's only representatives at this stage of the competition, Buriram United. Well, here they come, Al-Ahli. Ivan Toney in your picture there. Just behind him, Merih Demiral, spotting a pretty nice moustache there. Bit of a new look for Demiral. It's all very friendly in the tunnels. It'll all be very friendly in the pre-match handshakes, but that's about where it ends. Both these teams will be looking to send their own messages of intent tonight. Al-Ahli do come into this match as favourites. They are the only unbeaten side left in this tournament. 9 wins and a draw from their 10 matches on their journey into this quarter-final. 5 wins from their first 5 league stage fixtures gave them a perfect start and a solid platform to build on as they picked up wins against Persepolis, Al-Wasl, Al-Rayyan, Al-Shorta and Al-Ain, with 3 of those games being away matches. The Iranian side, Esteghlal, then halted their momentum with a 2-2 draw here at this venue. They were actually moments away from a big win, but were denied all 3 points by a late Ivan Toney penalty. That draw proved to be just a minor speed bump for Al-Ahli as they cruised into the round of 16 with back-to-back wins against Qatari clubs Al Saad, who are also at these finals, They'll be in action tomorrow. And Al Gharafa with Al-Ahli scoring 7 goals in those 2 matches as they wrapped up their league stage fixtures in style. They would then come up against another Qatari side in the round of 16 with Al Rayyan standing in their way. They were comfortably brushed aside over 2 legs with Al-Ahli scoring 5 goals and conceding just once. 3-1 win in the first leg meeting on the road, then sealing their place at these AFC Champions League Elite Finals Jeddah 2025 with a 2-0 victory in the return match. They now have the advantage of being the home team at these finals, and they'll be looking to make the most of it in their quest for continental glory. In their way, a stubborn, resilient Buriram United side with the potential to cause an upset. There will be no fear from a team who have been the dominant force in Thai football for well over a decade. The Giants of Thailand are back in the quarterfinals for the first time since 2013. And they made it out of the group stage on that occasion on goal difference ahead of Jiangsu. This time around at the league stage, Buriram started off their campaign without a defeat in their first 3 matches. 0-0 draw against Vissel Kobe in the opening match, followed by back-to-back wins against the Central Coast Mariners and Pohang Steelers. Things were looking nice and positive for Buriram in the league until match day 4 and 5, and they suffered consecutive defeats against the 2 Japanese sides who are also featuring at these ACL Elite Finals Jeddah 2025. A 5-0 loss to Yokohama F. Marinos was followed by a 3-0 defeat against Kawasaki Frontale. They bounced back in their final 3 league stage matches though, with draws against Johor Darul Takzim and Gwangju FC, combined with an impressive 2-1 win over 2-time champions Ulsan HD, enough to see them progressing into the round of 16. Well, this is what Al-Ahli have gone with for their starting 11 tonight, and it is a strong lineup. They have made 3 changes from their last outing in this competition. Edouard Mendy comes back into goal for the side in place of Abdurrahman Al-Sambi. Ezjan Alioski makes his first start of this season's competition as he replaces Matteo Dams at left back. Ziad Al-Johani gets the nod in central midfield, and he takes the place of Gabri Vega, who is on the bench this evening, and it's a bench with quality as well. Likes of Firas Al-Brekan, Sumehan Al-Nabit, Alexander Da Costa and Matteo Dams amongst the options if needed. Sixth match in this season's AFC Champions League Elite for Ahmad Al-Kaf. As the referee, the Omani is plenty in the way of experience though, this being his 58th match as a referee at this level of competition. He'll be assisted by Abu Bakar Al-Amri, also of Oman, and Jun Mihara of Japan. The 4th official is also from Japan, Yusuke Araki. VAR for this one will be Muhammad Taki of Singapore, and the assistant VAR from Qatar, Kamis Al-Mari. Well, Buriram United have made 5 changes from their last fixture in this competition against Johor Darul Takzim. They have left quite a few of their regulars on the bench for this one. There are opportunities for Seksan Ratri, Ratanakon Maikami and Rene Renner, maybe getting their first start of this season's competition. Sasalak Hyprakon also comes into the side along with Marcelo Jalo. Top scorer Bisoli is left on the bench for this one, and he's joined by the likes of Supachai Jaidet, Lucas Crispim, Ken Dougal and Goran Kausic. Al-Ahli players gathered in front of their fans as they usually do. Customary for them to receive the adulation and to realize what they are playing for. Not just for themselves, but for the wonderful support that they get. Buriram United making their way into the quarterfinal here after their round of 16 win against their Southeast Asian rivals Johor Darul Takzim. It wasn't a classic tie, just 1 goal in it across both legs, as Buriram managed an away win to book their place here in Jeddah. Just about ready to get this one underway. A brilliant atmosphere being created here at the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium. Well, here we go then at the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium for this second quarter-final at the AFC Champions League Elite Final Jeddah 2025. It's Al-Ahli Saudi up against Buriram United of Thailand. Al-Ahli Saudi playing in their all-white outfits, going from right to left on your screens. Buriram United in the blue. An early cross to defend. Get out for a corner by Rena. His debut in this competition, Rene Rena. And just listen to the noise here. An absolute cauldron. The atmosphere in this venue has been top class. Al-Hilal fans were in great voice yesterday. They brought the energy, put up an amazing Tifo display. Plenty to celebrate and enjoy as well with that result against Guangzhou. It's going to be fascinating to see what the Al-Ahli fans have planned for tonight. I'll be looking for the early goal. There was an incident in the area there. Ibanez went to ground. The referee was well positioned. He didn't see anything wrong with that challenge. There is Matthias Jaisler, one of the competition's youngest head coaches at 37 years of age. He's taking charge of his 78th match as head coach of Al-Ahli since arriving in July of 2023 following a successful stint in Austria. He won 2 league titles with RB Salzburg. German led Al-Ahli to 3rd place in the league last season, and it's a side in some great form in this competition. They are checking for a possible penalty. Another look at the incident here. Ibanez, oof. And his jersey tugged there by Kom Yong-seok. We are thinking that might not have been enough in that to recommend the review to the referee. So on we go. Ibanez is someone that Buriram United will have to be wary of in those set-piece situations. Already has 2 goals in this competition. Both of them coming from corner deliveries on a thumping header. Al-Wasl, the other. Nice finish. Just outside the 6-yard box. It's Al-Saad, there he is, and he's got a good ability on the ball as well. Wary of giving him too much time in possession. See with Al-Ahli, well, Ibanez does have the ball. They'll be going to try and make a few runs in behind that Buriram United defence. Happy to just sit back here in a 5-4-1 on the side from Thailand. Try and close off those spaces in between the lines. Just stepping in. Firmino picks it up into Mahrez with the effort, and it's an early goal for the home side. Mahrez with his 9th goal of this campaign. So used to seeing him cut in onto his left foot. It's quick pressing, quick closing down. That's a sharp finish, that from Riyad Mahrez. The instep of his right boot, unerring with the finish. No chance for Neil Etheridge, who has kept 5 clean sheets in the competition this season. It's not going to be one for him here tonight. So a goal in the 4th minute for Ahli Saudi. Perfect start. Al-Ahli. Doing exactly what Jaisler would have wanted. Going to set the tempo early on and play at a quick pace, trying to impose themselves on the opposition. Give Buriram United any opportunity to settle and build their rhythm. Switched on with the counter-pressing there. Buriram unable to get rid quickly. So an early goal in the first quarter-final yesterday as well, as Al-Ahli came away the 7-0 win against Guangzhou. Concern here for Buriram. That might very well happen to them. They're in behind once more, and it's in again. Galeno. A perfect start for Al-Ahli. Wonderson Galeno. The legs of Etheridge, the Brazilian winger, with his 3rd goal in this competition. He's well onside. It's a beautiful pass from Ibanez. Another assist for Roger Ibanez. That's his 3rd of the campaign. There's the danger, giving the Brazilian central defender too much time and space in possession. He's at a loss here, Osma. Would be a nightmare of an evening for Osma Loss on the bench for Buriram United. Taking charge of his 52nd match as the head coach. Bochi doing well to take it away from Demiral. It's a penalty for Buriram. An incredible start to this quarter-final, and out of nowhere, Buriram United have given themselves a potential lifeline. As Martin Bochi is causing problems for Demiral. Yeah. It's a clear foul there. And the central defender, Demiral. There is Osmalos. Joined the club in June last year. Has enjoyed a solid first season in charge. He's done well to lead his side into the quarterfinals here in Jeddah. Spent most of his coaching career in his homeland until his move to Persepolis. He guided up to the league title before moving to Thailand. A pocket of fans here at this venue, Buriram United supporters. It was very nice to see the Buriram players, just after their warm-up, going over to acknowledge the support. Might be scoring a goal here right in front of their supporters. Peter Jules is just in possession of the ball at the moment, but we've seen this from checking for a penalty, and there's going to be a review. So on-field review is the decision here. And there's one to be made by the Omani referee. Well, it looked to be a pretty clear cut from the earlier angle that we got. This is a different angle that Kaf is getting a look at. He looks like he steps across, and it looks like there's contact here on the left foot of Borgi from Demiral. Just have a look at Demiral's right foot connecting with Borgi's left. I don't think he makes any contact with the ball here, Demiral, and even if he does, it's after he goes through the left leg of Martin Borgi. Close look at that. Well, he's cancelled the penalty. Not quite sure what he's actually seen there. There was nothing wrong here with Borgi's challenge on Demiral. And no matter how many times you look at it, he makes contact with the left leg of Martin Borgi. It's an interesting one. Well, the officials have decided. The referee has made his call. So no lifeline for Buriram United. And Borgi can't quite believe it as well. Completely understand their frustrations. Ahmad Al-Kaf is changing his mind after the awarding of that penalty. So Al-Ahli get away with one there. Majrashi. To Ibanez. Real playmaker for them. That back line, Roger Ibanez, they set up in this back three in possession. Firmino to get onto the end of that pass from Ali Majrashi. One of a number of big names in this Al-Ahli side. Roberto Firmino, the 33-year-old Brazilian, making his 10th AFC Champions League Elite 2024-25 appearance. 4 goals, 4 assists for Firmino this season. He scored an exquisite bicycle kick against Al Saad in the league stage. Al-Ahli up to 28 goals scored in this campaign. We were the 3rd highest scoring side in this competition coming into this matchup. Do have a very flexible approach depending on the opposition, and I'm quite happy to keep a hold of possession, to carve out opportunities that way or hit on the break in the transitions, as we saw with their opening goal from Riyad Mahrez. Alioski getting an opportunity to start here. There's Jan Alioski at left back. Matteo Dams on the bench. Run on the right side there from Riyad Mahrez. Tidy first touch. Quite get it away from Rena. Salo Jalo playing in the middle of that back line for Buriram United. Making his 4th appearance in this season's competition. Two early goals certainly helping Al-Ahli Saudi. The expectation coming into this one is that they would have a lot of the ball and need to try and find a way through that deep-lying defensive block. Those two early goals certainly changing the complexion of things. They're well in control now, Al-Ahli. His cross just behind Firmino. Mahrez with the delivery here. 5 white shirts in the box. Goes to Ibanez, but the whistle had already gone. Again. That will be picked up by Galeno. Swings one up wide to Tony. Put it back into him by Ibanez. There's Tony. Al-Ahli. Good ball into the area. Firmino with the effort. Quite getting a clean contact on that one, Roberto Firmino. He did well to peel away from Ko Myung-seok. He scored a hat-trick on his Saudi Pro League debut for Al-Ahli. Despite his early success, and the club was deregistered for the Saudi Pro League squad in the earlier stages of 2025 to accommodate Galeno on the domestic front, but he's been an excellent contributor in this competition, as Firmino just drifts in between the lines. So difficult to pick up, but his movement off the ball. There's space on this left for Alioski. His eyes off the ball there. It's again Alioski. Another look at this opportunity for Roberto Firmino. Lovely ball in from Ziad Al-Johani. 23-year-old central midfielder, wearing the number 30 for Al-Ahli, has been given regular minutes for the last couple of seasons. Just far too deep at the moment, Buriram. Seeing much of the ball and really pinned in. Ratri, 22-year-old. It's a big night for him. Getting his first start in this competition. KSA just drops into that back line. You see that rotation of positions from Al-Ahli. Allows Ali Majrashi just to push on a little bit further forward, the right half space. Players who are very comfortable occupying different positions on this pitch. It's something that Matthias Jaisler is looking for from his team, from his side, and in these moments he'll step up and really put that high pressure on the opposition. 28-year-old Dion Cools. His 11th appearance in this competition. KSA quickly on to Majrashi. Charlo was there with the first header. On to Renner to clear. Only able to put it out for a throw-in. KSA. It's Syok. Well positioned this time around. Cools. Looking for a way out in Boaji, finds it. Ratanakon. As Sasalak Hyprakon playing on the left-hand side. He'll look to try and provide energy. And then left wing position that he's occupying ahead of Renner. Saying that he felt there was a nudge there from Wanderson Galeno. Referee doesn't agree. First ever meeting, this one, between teams from Saudi Arabia and Thailand in the AFC Champions League Elite. It's KSA. He's looking to pick out Riyad Mahrez. Made a good run in off that right-hand side. Have a look at the atmosphere here. There's a special relationship between the players and the fans at this club. Real active support that they can rely on. And there's a lot of excitement around the ground. I was speaking to a couple of Al-Ahli supporters ahead of this matchup, and the thinking was that it'd be nice and relaxed for them. It certainly has proven to be the case so far. Here's Zulj for Buriram. Cools. Just gets crowded out. Gets it only as far as Curtis Good. There's Renner. No way through for the away side. Ahli playing at their home ground. Some wonderful shots. Beautiful pitches at this venue. It's been a real party atmosphere, this festival of football. These quarter-final fixtures marking the first time since the 2013 AFC Champions League season that we've had no regional division between East and West teams in Asia's top-tier men's competition. Six matches left, including this one, to crown the new champions of Asia. We'll pick up a brand new trophy along with the pride and glory of becoming the AFC Champions League Elite 2024-25 champions. There's also an incredibly generous prize money of $10 million for the winners, $4 million awaiting the runners-up. Just by making it into the quarterfinals, each club receiving $1.4 million. Clubs that do move on to the semi-finals will receive another $600,000. That's for a few days down the road. In the here and now, these teams will be focused on the current objective of making their way in the next stage of this competition. It's looking very good for Al-Ahli Saudi. Ziad Al-Johani. Comfortable in possession in central midfield. He's the youngster. Someone Geisler has relied upon this season, both on the domestic front and in this competition as well. Just keeps things moving in central midfield. Ziad Al-Johani does have a couple of assists already in this competition as well. Ibanez. Firmino. Flick it on into Alioski. Demiral on the cover. Possession back with the home side. Al-Johani, lovely sweeping ball out wide. Read by Renner. Space in midfield now for Ratanakon. To find Sasalak. Renner pushes forward down the left. Cools. That's Ratri. Syok. Intelligent ball out wide to Sasalak Hyprakon. Space to whip across into the area. no one to hit, really. It was Martin Boachi making a late run into the box. It's flicked out of harm's way by Ibanez, and Al-Ahli can go again. Very different experience, this one, for Buriram United. They do have top players with international level quality, but that is not something that Buriram United will have come up against on a regular basis on the domestic front, this sort of atmosphere and this sort of quality. Players and staff were enjoying the peace and quiet at this venue a couple of days ago, having a look around the pitch, trying to soak it all in. The opportunity for a few photographs as well. Well aware of the challenge that lies ahead of them here tonight. Galeno. Ball finds its way to Alioski. There's Cools. Boachi. Possession regained by KSA. Such a solid presence in central midfield, this KSA. Great on the ball. He's got that ability to go box to box in central midfield if required. Too aggressive in the challenge there, says the referee. That's a free kick to Buriram. Foul on Peter Zulj. Galeno into Firmino. Simon Tony. He's caught on his heels a little bit there. Alioski picks it up, no problem. Galeno into Firmino. Another chance here for Al-Ahli. Good save from Etheridge. Five-year-old Neil Etheridge. And the joint highest number of clean sheets in this competition, along with Taya Maekawa of Vissel Kobe. Has been the club's undisputed #1 since joining them in July of last year from Birmingham City. Has been an immense signing for them in goal. Keep clean sheets in both those round of 16 matches against Jeddah Al Takzib. He was just looking to try and prevent a corner there, Ko Myong-seok. Panicked. Al-Ahli, as we saw with the opening goal for Mahrez, very quick to pounce in those moments, step forward and apply that pressure. It's looking really nice and organised from Al-Ahli at the moment. Ibanez. Alioski floated in this time, too close to Etheridge. Philippines international, and looking for that early release. As an academy player at Chelsea and Fulham. Etheridge has that high press again. Tony, was he taken down? He takes his time in the decision. And it's a corner. Questions being asked here. Does have the support of the VAR to take a closer look at this one again. It's that speed of the press, almost setting a trap there for Buriram to play it into those central positions. From KSA stepping into Ratanakon Maikami to take it off the Buriram #8. Not sure there was enough there for Ivan Toney to really go down the way he did. Seemed to be a lot more contact in the earlier challenge on Martin Borgi. Penalty was initially awarded, and then referee changed his mind. Mahrez, it's another free header, and finished at the back post by Firmino. Flaggers stay down. 3 in 30 minutes for Al-Ahli. And that's his 5th of the season's competition. Demiral with the header initially. He's glanced it on towards the far post. Firmino, as all good strikers do, following up. Simple finish in the end for their captain. Enjoying himself in this competition as Roberto Firmino. A little bit of a trademark kick out from him. Does provide that indirect set-piece threat. And that's exactly how he scored there. He was peeling away from his marker, switched off defensively, Buriram, and they were punished. Firmino joined Al-Ahli in July of 2023 after 8 hugely successful years at Liverpool. They won the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League. Last appearance in the Saudi Pro League was on the 30th of January this year. It's 5 goals, 3 assists in 17 appearances in that competition. Majrashi to Firmino. Lovely touch to take it down, and space opens up in midfield for Al-Ahli. Alioski on the line for Galeno. Tried to go around Cools. Foul, says the referee. Alioski put it out for a throw-in because he thought Galeno needed some treatment. The 27-year-old Brazilian winger, Wenderson Galeno, scored against Al Gharafa on his first start in this competition. This is just his 5th AFC Champions League Elite 2024-2025 appearance. So played a big part over 2 legs against Al Rayyan in the round of 16. Scored a goal, picked up 2 assists. Demiral, Ziad Al-Jahani. So good at finding these open spaces here, Al-Ahli. Dragging Buriram to one side of the pitch before exploiting openings on the other. It's running into 603. Firmino still able to win it back. Firmino loses out. KSA. Lifts it out to Majrashi. Does well to keep it in play. Good ball into the area. Off the head of Ivan Toney. Getting forward well. Ali Majrashi, the 25-year-old at right back for Al-Ahli. His 10th appearance in this season's competition. Not known for his goals or chance creation, but is a very solid, dependable presence in the side, and he understands his role very well. He scored just 2 goals in his senior professional career. He's picked up just 4 assists in 124 matches. Free kick this time, Ivan Toney. Just had a look at Ko Myung-seok, the 29-year-old from Korea Republic. Brought in as part of the squad for this competition. Formerly with Daegu and Suwon Blue Wings. His 5th appearance. In the AFC Champions League Elite 2024-25. Some pressure here on Ibanez. Gets a bit of a touch on that, Bochi. More contact on Ibanez than the referee appreciated in that situation. Has been a key player for Al-Ahli, both in the domestic league and in this competition. Ibanez, 5 goals in 27 Saudi Pro League appearances. A real goal threat from set pieces, and he forms a strong partnership with Demiral. Aside from the assist that he picked up earlier for the Galeno goal, also played a beautiful pass, similar to that one against Al-Wasl for Riyad Mahrez to go on and score. His title-winning experience at continental level as Ibanez won the UEFA Conference League at AS Roma in 2022, part of the squad that finished second in the Europa League the season after. Wonderful sight this is here at the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium. You're really enjoying what they're seeing, the home fans. Alioski. It's been touched out by Ko Myung-seok. Alioski. Firmino. KSA. Ibanez. And a lovely ball in. Toney, he's left it for Galeno. Flag has gone up for offside. Well, just having a look at Osmar Loss in the dugout here. Well, he's well offside there, is Ivan Toney. Osmar Loss is essentially saying to his coaching staff from the dugout that he wants his side to step up and try and press a little bit more, because they're really being hurt by Ibanez. There's no pressure on the Brazilian central defender, and he's being given all the time in the world to be that playmaker from deeper positions for Al-Ahli. He's got to try and find a way, get someone closer to Ibanez. First offside of this matchup. That's smart from Cools. Space for Renna. Sasalak. Zulj into Renna. Boji in the area. Good cut back into Zulj. He's off balance as he tried to hit that one. A rare moment of joy for the small section of Buriram United supporters. Really had too much to get excited about in this match. They were entertained there. A bit of encouragement perhaps for Buriram United. Peter Zulj making his 4th appearance in this season's competition. So brought in to be part of the side for this campaign. Spent 3 years with the Changchun Yatai in the Chinese Super League before moving to Buriram. Does have 11 appearances for Austria at the senior level. Sasalak. That's one of his qualities. He will keep battling away. Sasalak Hyprakon. Lots of good energy down the left-hand side. Just the one clean sheet in this season's competition for Edouard Mendy. With the level of control Al-Ahli Saudi is showing here, they're keen to ensure that they pick up a clean sheet at the end of this matchup. This Sasala, opportunity to put a cross into the area, claiming there was a handball there. So Curtis Good with the header. The referee isn't interested in the appeals. They'll just hold this up while it's being checked. There's Jaisler not happy at all with the fact that the opportunity for a quick throw-in was denied. From KSA. Firmino. It's intelligent play. There's not too much he could do with that, so he's flicked it back for Alioski. It's just a different level of play, isn't it? Once you get to this stage, there's Alioski into Mahrez. Joined in attack by Majrashi. Back to Mahrez. Toying with the Buriram here. KSA. Mahrez. Pressed into the area, headed away by Kom Yong-seok. Poor header from Marcelo Jallo. Can he get away with that? Sasalak Hyprakon. Very nicely done by Sasalak. He was isolated and he showed his strength and his quality on the ball just to hang on to it. Eventually gets the decision his way. Quite clearly not a handball there. Demirales arms not extended away from his body. There's Renner. Zult. Austrian gets it back. There's Sasalak. 29-year-old lost possession and then gives away the free kick. Gets himself booked as well. Cynical, knew exactly what he was doing there, Sasalak Hyprakon. Foul on Ali Majrashi. Sasalak was sent off against Yokohama F. Marinos in their league stage match in November. It's the 7th appearance of this season's competition. Just one assist, one against Pohang. Their 1-0 league stage win. So a minimum of 5 minutes has been added on. Silence here at the venue because it is prayer time. The announcement was 4. Martin Bochi has done well up front, all on his own. Hasn't gotten much in the way of support. As Curtis Good, 32-year-old Australian central defender. His 10th appearance in this season's competition. Has 20 AFC Champions League Elite appearances in his career, 10 of them coming during his time with Melbourne City. During the AFC Champions League era. That's Ratanakon. That's good. Jalo. Kom Yong-seok. Seksan. Foul, nudge in the back by Ibanez on Dion Cools. He does enjoy getting forward, the 28-year-old Malaysian international. Picked up assists against Central Coast Mariners and Ulsan. Started in all of Buriram's matches in this competition this season. Hasn't had too many chances to get forward. Down that right-hand side, Dion Cools. Perhaps an opportunity to celebrate something here for those Buriram United fans. Needs to be a good delivery from Zult. It is a good one. Straight into the arms of Mendy. Not a bad effort from Seksan. Making that early run towards the near post. Attacked that delivery. Flicked it on. Mendy was well positioned. He hasn't had too much to do. He's been able to really enjoy himself, Edouard Mendy, in goal, in the sense that he's been able to witness some excellent football being played in front of him. Al-Ahli just looking to try and control the tempo here again, slowing things down. Before that quick pass forward, Tony's in behind. Etheridge gets to it. Was offside anyway. couple of times now that Ivan Toney's hasn't been able to quite get himself back into an onside position. Looking to try and bend the run once more. A bit of afters there between Borchi and Ibanez. And that's the whistle for half-time here at the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium in Jeddah. And it's been an excellent first half for Al-Ahli Saudi, the only unbeaten side left in this competition, leading by 3-0 at the break. Got the party started in the 4th minute. Riyad Mahrez with the opener. Wanderson Galeno then in the 6th. And then Roberto Firmino in the 30th minute, making it 3-0 at half-time here.
The AFC is reaffirmed
welcome back to the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium here in Jeddah for this AFC Champions League Elite Final, Jeddah 2025 quarter-final between Al-Ahli Saudi and Buriram United. It's been a very one-sided contest so far. Al-Ahli leading by 3-0 going into the break. Riyad Mahrez with the opener, just 4 minutes in. Galeno then getting their second in the 6th minute. Roberto Firmino making it 3 in the 30th minute. And complete control, Al-Ahli. For Buriram United, well, there are a few mountains in Jeddah. And there's another one here for them to climb at this venue as they try and get themselves back into this contest. Not really in it at all in that first half, just 28% possession, 3 efforts for Buriram, and just the 1 shot on target. Al-Ahli, 72% of the ball, 10 shots, 4 on target, 3 goals. Effective, efficient, and in control. And so we're back underway here for the second half between Al-Ahli Saudi and Buriram United. Ahli with a comfortable 3-goal lead. Coming into this second 45, they were all over Buriram United. King slick in possession. Also working very hard when they didn't have it. Strong in their counter-pressing game. Gave Buriram United any opportunities to build any sort of rhythm in that first half, and they'll be looking to do more of the same in this second here. The home side getting an early free kick. Ali Majrashi taking a contact there from René Renna. Well, he wanted more aggression from his side, Osmalos. He wanted them to have a higher starting position. They were far too deep in the opening 45. No real contact there from Arena. It was a high boot, definitely a free kick. Taken by Mahrez, easily cleared by Porchi. Yes, Sasala. Back to Curtis Good. We'll have to start over after a nice run there in possession by Seksan Ratri. Had an effort on target, Ratri. Laid on in that first half, which was pretty comfortably saved by Edouard Mendy. Just flicking on a free kick from Peter Zulj. Offside is the call against Renna. Buriram United haven't been in great form recently, coming into these finals, just 2 defeats in their last... well, with those 2 defeats rather, in their last 5 matches in all competitions. Lost both their Thai League 1 games ahead of the trip out here to Jeddah. Now find themselves in genuine danger of losing out on the domestic title, with Bangkok United breathing down their necks. Just a point behind with 1 more game to go. Buriram United normally have been pretty comfortable on the domestic front, but they have been pushed this season, taking part in several competitions, and are going to have to squeeze out every bit of energy they have in order to make it another incredibly successful campaign. They've rested a number of their key players for this matchup, and perhaps the hint there of Buriram looking ahead at trying to secure the title on the domestic front. Left out their top scorer, Guilherme Bissoli. Spajai Jaidat also on the bench for Buriram, along with the likes of Goran Kosic. Can provide a bit of a goal threat from those central midfield areas. They are also missing Supanat Mwanta, with an injury and Teraton Burmadan. Mistake there from Renner, who hasn't looked sharp at all. Which is completely understandable. Hasn't seen too many minutes of action, Renner. Galeno. Still with Galeno. The shot is taking a deflection on its way through of Ko Byung-sok. Will be another corner here for Al-Ahli. Firmino's goal coming off a set-piece routine. Haven't been able to deal with this deliveries. Buriram United. Bochi gets his head to that one from Mahrez. There's KSA. Put ahead of Libanez. Firmino with the header. Ko is there. Sasalak. Get much in the way of distance, and it's easily collected by from KSA. Majrashi to Galeno. Tried to take that one down at the full stretch, almost lost control of it. Was helped out by Ziad Al-Jahani. Buriram United coming into this matchup, having lost just one of the last 5 away games in this season's competition, and that was in November. 5-0 defeat to Yokohama F. Marinos. Haven't lost any of their last 5 outings coming into this matchup, keeping 3 clean sheets in that time. 2 wins and 3 draws. There's Firmino. Galeno. Good challenge from Jalo. There's the counter-pressing again. Firmino, quick as a flash, onto it. Alioski's effort is blocked. Out to KSA. Mahrez. Shot taken, a deflection, and straight down the middle for Etheridge to make the save. Galeno it was with that effort. That's Bochi, and ball. Would have been a call, I'm sure, from the referee. Demiral. Just cleaning up. It's Roberto Firmino. KSA into Mahrez. Scored his 9th goal of this competition, Riyad Mahrez, in the 4th minute. It's the highest tally achieved by an Al-Ahli player in a single season on the continental stage. Mahrez is also the fastest player to score these 9 goals for Al-Ahli in the competition. And he was also the fastest player to score 8. Needing just 10 matches to do that, surpassing the Al-Ahli legend, Omar Al-Soma, who needed 11 games to score the same number. Omar Al-Soma, 6-time Al-Ahli Player of the Year. One of the great goal scorers in the top flight of Saudi football. Ibanez. Over the top for Tony. It's nudged off balance by Good. Tony again. Alioski. As Cools was in the way, Aratri tried to break free. Was closed down by KSA and Galeno. Turn of pace from Ziad Al-Jahani. Gets to the ball ahead of René Renner. just seems to have been pushed into more of an advanced role for this second half with Sasalak Hyprakon taking over at left wing back. That's Roger Ibanez, number 3 in central defence for Al-Ahli, who was a real nuisance with his ability on the ball. Wonderful range of passing. Already picked up an assist, Ibanez. This defence splitting pass for Galeno to score in the 6th minute. Pressure is mounting on Buriram United at a key stage of the season. To be fair to them, they've only lost 2 of their last 17 matches in all competitions. But those 2 defeats have come in their recent matches, which is causing a bit of concern for those at the club. Tried to help that one out for a goal kick, but Ali Mazrashi wasn't giving up on it. He's done a great job. The side regained possession with that throw-in. Firmino looking for a runner in the area. Galeno, too quick for Cools. Stuck with him though, Malaysian international. Zlatano Konmaikami on to Seksan Ratri. The only way out is through a goal kick here. Really is good to see this level of pressing from Al-Ahli. And Firmino has worked incredibly hard for his side this evening, really leading by example with his intense work rate. A look at the earlier shot from Galeno. Bochi. Al-Johani. Well, both him and Franck KSA really control things in the middle of the park. 2 players who are comfortable in possession. And it must be absolutely fantastic for Ziad Al-Johani as well to be able to play alongside these teammates like Franck KSA and Roberto Firmino and Riyad Mahrez. Incredible level. So much to learn from these hugely talented, highly experienced players around him. He's getting a telling off earlier from KSA for that pass to Mahrez, which went out for a goal kick. Here's Cools. Looking for Bochi. Well, he's certainly trying to play his part, is Martin Bochi, who has played in the AFC Champions League with the HEMK, spent 3 seasons in Uzbekistan, Martin Bochi. Won in the Chinese Super League as well before going to Buriram United. Has made a good impact for them since he's come in. A little bit of a lift in the atmosphere now. Not too much going on out on this playing surface. And you can understand it from Al-Ahli's perspective. All about just seeing out this fixture. They don't have to rush things. They don't have to play at a high tempo now with this advantage that they have. It's a pretty intense schedule. And these finals, if you want to go all the way through to the main event. going to have to manage those conditioning levels as well. Be an opportunity later on for Jaisler to make a few changes, just to keep some players fresh for the challenges that lie ahead. They've got Al-Hilal in the semi-final, if they make it through. Dion Kool's taking the opportunity to have a chat with Roberto Firmino. Mahrez with the delivery. Goes all the way across, collected by KSA. Lifted in, looking for Ibanez, might fall for Firmino. Bochi with the clearance, and he was fouled. Coming off the back of Chalo there. There was an arm to the side of his head. That's what the free kick was given for. And these lovely pitches from this venue. Super level of support. Schultz. Chalo. Tanakon. It wasn't a bad idea to try and find Dion Kool, who'd broken forward on that right-hand side. Just wasn't a very good pass into him. Al-Malki, one of the nicknames for Al-Ahli, the Royals. They are certainly ruling over the Thunder Castle at the moment. Alioski. Firmino for a touch onto Nazjan Alioski. They're closing down again. Roberto Firmino. Wild effort that from Ziad Al-Jahani. Yet to score in this competition. 23-year-old, the central midfielder. Al-Ahli looking to reach the semi-finals for the second time since 2012. And Buriram United, they did have the opportunity to try and become the first side from Thailand to reach the last four since BC Tero did that in 2003. Thai side on that occasion going all the way to the final before narrowly losing to Al Ain 2-1 on aggregate. Doesn't look like it's going to happen for Buriram United. Ziad Al-Jahani hopefully will have avoided injury here. He just went over with those cushions in place in front of the pitch side camera. Just get a close look at Jaisler. He was a central defender in his playing days. had to retire at the age of 26 through injury, and he admitted that he didn't see a career in coaching, but was encouraged to take it up by Ralf Rangnick, who was his former manager at Hoffenheim. It was Ralf Rangnick who gave Geisler an opportunity to begin his coaching career as part of RB Leipzig's youth setup. He's made a pretty solid career of it. Bright young European coaches working his magic with Al-Ahli. Sasalak has gone down with an injury here. And it looks like there are a couple of changes coming up for both these sides. Well, I might see 3 changes. 2 from Buriram. He's getting ready to introduce Lukas Krispim and Goran Kosic. There might be 2 changes here for Al-Ahli as well. We'll have a look at the Buriram United ones first. Seksan Ratri and Ratanakon Maikami are the 2 players who will be coming off. They'll be replaced by Krispim and Kosic. So those changes confirmed for Buriram. Here's Cools. Cross from Krispim, blocked for a corner to Buriram United. There is Lukas Krispim, the 30-year-old Brazilian, making his 11th appearance in this competition. Yet to score or provide an assist. Does have 8 goals, 4 assists in 25 entire league appearances. Krispim has played in a of different positions for Buriram in this competition, even at the left wing back. It's the first time in the AFC Champions League Elite 2024-2025 that Lukas Krispim hasn't started a match for Buriram. Cools. Kosic, 22-year-old Serbian. All 9 of his previous appearances were starts. And the other changes coming up for Al-Ahli now. They're ready. One of those coming on, Gabri Vega. The other one, Matteo Dams. Roberto Firmino has given it absolutely everything. He's pressing in his work rate, hands over the captain's armband to from KSA. Picked up his 5th goal of this tournament in the 30th minute there, Firmino. Well switched on. The Buriram defence switched off. Finishing at the far post after that header from Meri Demiral. Replaced by Gabri Vega. other change, we'll see Alioski replaced by the number 32, Matteo Dams. Two talented young European players coming on for Al-Ahli. Part of this transfer strategy, Matteo Dams and Gabri Vega. I think another opportunity here. Play their part in Al-Ahli's AFC Champions League Elite campaign. Pretty much like for like, essentially, in terms of their positions. Dams will go out at left back. Gabri Vega will just look to try and play in behind Ivan Toney. Crispin is able to get a ball into the area, but it was heavily deflected by Ibanez. Ibanez, not too much Rashi. Low cross, back to clear by Marcelo Giallo. It's Bochi trying to hold it up against Demiral. Does well to win a free kick. Two more changes coming up for Buriram United here. And it's top scorer Bissoli, who will be coming on for Sasalak. He's put in a good shift, Sasalak Hyprakon. It's been a tough evening for everyone in a blue shirt out there. The other change, we'll see Martin Burgi replaced by Supachai Jaidet. As a 26-year-old Supachai making his 29th appearance at this level in his career. Has never scored in the competition. That is perhaps something that he'll want to address moving forward. But it's in a pretty strong goal-scoring form on the domestic front, Supachai Jaidet. Just has to try and translate that domestic goal-scoring form onto the continental stage. He's been at Buriram since 2017, two-time Thai League top scorer, 2022 and in the 2022-23 season and in 23-24. So was the Thai League most valuable player in those campaigns as well. Yeah, the players just come on. A 27-year-old Brazilian striker Bissoli for Buriram. 4 goals in this competition. All of his 4 goals coming into this matchup were opening ones for his side. It's a bit of a shame that Bissoli didn't start this matchup. Scheisler, as I said earlier, taking the opportunity to make those changes. Feraz Albrekan is next up, putting on his jersey. Too much going on the pitch, but off it, plenty to enjoy. Clean challenge from Zul, says the referee. Drives forward with it. Controls with the shot. Comfortable for Mendy again. That's another one on target for Buriram United. They haven't met too many of those. Mendy with just a couple of saves to make. Mendy. Just the 4 shots for Buriram. Just 2 of them on target. There you go. Al-Ahli have scored half of their efforts on target. Second season for Mendy with the Al-Ahli. He's featured on 24 occasions in the domestic league with 12 clean sheets. Just 20 goals conceded. Has shared some game time with Abdul Rahman Al-Sanbi in this competition. It's from KSA into Vega. Heavy first touch. His first real involvement for Gabri Vega. 43,027 in attendance here at the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium. Witness this quarter-final tie between Al-Ahli and Buriram. That's a lovely turn from Vega. Still going, Gabri Vega, all the way through. Eventually, his effort is blocked by Curtis Good. Supachai. 16 goals in all competitions for Buriram this season. There's a change for Al-Ahli. Ivan Tony will be given a breather. He'll be replaced by Firaz Al-Brekan. Didn't get on the score sheet tonight, Ivan Tony, but he's played his part. 29-year-old. The 5 goals, 2 assists in this competition. 19 goals in 25 Saudi Pro League appearances. His night is done, and that's good to see. Getting a bit of support for Firaz Al-Brekan, the 24-year-old Saudi Arabian international. Firaz Al-Brekan with 3 goals in his 10 previous appearances coming into this matchup. Al-Brekan up to 24 appearances at this level. It's going to be a yellow card here for Rene Renna. He's really looked off the pace. Probably not supposed to do that much, Rashi. But he's gotten exactly what he's asked for, which is a booking for Renna. Taken short by Mahrez. He's been such an integral part of Al-Ahli's form in this competition, Riyad Mahrez, with his goals and his assists. Look at that from Matrashi. He's been so solid at right back. Referee plays a good advantage. Brekan with the pressure on Curtis Good. Firas Al-Brekan, who scored his first AFC Champions League Elite 2024-2025 goal against Al Rayyan in the league stage. Also scored against them in the first leg of their round of 16 matchup. Also has a league stage goal against Al Shorta. Solid work. As a look at the opening goal from Riyad Mahrez in the 4th minute. Galeno with the second in the 6th. Nice composed finish through the legs of Etheridge. And then Firmino getting the 3rd at the half-hour mark. Andreas up to 9 goals in this competition. Galeno up to 3. Firmino up to 5. Backed into a corner there, Super Chai Jai. He did brilliantly to find a way out via Zulj. There's Rena. Bissoli. Touch of KSA and on to Kausic. Streaming forward here, Buriram, that's been left. Oh, last touch is of from KSA. A corner for Buriram United. No, in fact it was Demiral rather, with that last touch going just wide. Bit of holding going on in the box as we await this delivery. Decent pace on that. Firas Al-Brekan with the solid defensive header. So 2 more changes for Al-Ahli. Alexander, the 21-year-old and Brazilian talent, getting a chance to impress. He replaces Ziad Al-Johani, who was very solid midfield alongside Franck Kessier. Ali Madrashi is also going to be coming off. And Mohammad Sulaiman is on. A warm round of applause there. Ziad Al-Johani for his efforts this evening. Made his senior international debut in March recently against Japan in a 0-0 draw. An Al-Ahli youth product. Getting some great minutes in the SPL and this competition this season. Alexander shuffling across quickly out onto this left-hand side for Buriram. Wearing the number 11, 21-year-old who was signed in August of last year from Fluminense. His 6th appearance in this tournament for Alexander. All of them have been from off the bench. It's a good ball in. Caused a few issues there from the Al-Ahli defence. Supachai. The angle was against him. needed a touch. That's why Superchai is looking a little bit disappointed here, because did really well to get nice contact on that, just to redirect it towards goal. Demiral was there with the challenge to put it out for a corner. Should be taken by Julj. I'll break on with the header away again. Another look at this opportunity for Superchai. That was headed towards the far post. Good ball in from Cools. Still looking for his first goal at this level. Superchai Jaided. Really seen Bissoli. An opportunity to get involved. Now download the AFC Live app. Updates from AFC competitions. Alexander. Crispin onto Cools. Well, he had a look around and there was no one in support. No surprise, is it really, that Buriram are suddenly playing better with the quality that they have introduced onto the pitch. Al-Ahli as well, just slowing down the tempo, I think. Such is the game state, leading by 3-0. Don't want to overextend themselves. The fixture against Al-Hilal to come in the semi-final. This time it's Ibanez. A very strong defensive header. Textbook really. Gets height, gets distance. That's Crispin. Kosic back into Julj. Kosic again. He's another important player in the side. Contributes goals and assists. He's very versatile in his ability to play in defensive midfield or as an attacking midfielder. Kosic into his third campaign with the Buriram. Foul there on Mohamed Sulaiman. Mohamed Sulaiman making his third appearance in this season's competition, and all of them have been from off the bench. Well, a good moment this for Siwarak. Celebrated his 41st birthday recently on the 20th of April. Superchai Jaided up a booking, just confirmation of that one. Challenge on Sulaiman. Latridge comes off. Not too much he could do this evening. And on comes the 41-year-old Siwarak Tetsugnan, the oldest player in the competition. A bit of a birthday gift for him. Siwarak's first appearance in this season's competition. Al-Ahli in incredible form in this tournament. They'll be looking at 10 wins and 1 draw from their last 11, and it's not just in the AFC Champions League Elite 2024-2025 season that they've been so solid. They're also on a great run of just 1 defeat in the last 12 matches in all competitions. Only Al-Ahli in the Saudi Pro League have beaten Al-Ahli in that time. At this level, the Saudi club have not lost any of their last 15 matches. It's going to stretch to 16 now. Istiqlal, the last side to defeat them. 5-2 win for the Iranians on the 15th of April, 2021. Since they're playing at home as well, they have not lost a home match at this level since August of 2019, and that was in a 4-2 defeat to Al-Hilal in the round of 16 of that season's tournament. I mean, coming up against Al-Hilal next in the semi-final. It's going to be a cracking game of football, that. Al-Ahli to get past that strong challenge in the next stage of this competition to try and reach the final for the first time since 2012, and they lost to Ulsan by 3-0. That was actually the second time they finished with the silver. The other time they made it into the final was all the way back in the 1985-86 season. Called the Asian Club Championship, which was held here in Jeddah as well. They lost in the final to Daewoo Royals, who are known as Busan Ipark these days. Interestingly, Al-Ahli also played a side from Southeast Asia in the group stage of that competition. It was an Indonesian team, KTB Palembang. They go all the way in 2025. Stepping across Alexander. The referee thought about blowing his whistle for a free kick. Two minutes into the minimum of 5. They were added on. Bisoli. Lucas Crispin. This was Superchai, taken away from him by Demiral. It's gone over. Galeno. Cools. I'm not sure if that was a cross or a shot. But he's hearing about it from Bisoli. There were a couple of options in there. Superchai made a run towards the back post. Not in control of that one. Cools at all. Here is Dams. He's joined the club from PSV Eindhoven. Galeno. Looking for one more, it's a penalty. Oh, Ko Myung-seok is absolutely livid here. It didn't look to be a bad challenge from Ko Myung-seok. Well, he awarded one penalty in the first half, down that side of the pitch. Got to go for an on-field review. Let's have a look at this. Oh, he got a touch on that, Ko Myung-seok. I think this is going to be reviewed, and he's going to change his mind as well. Looked to be a good challenge from Ko Myung-sok. The only thing you could say is there's a tug on the jersey. Is that what they're looking at? And this is something that will be communicated between the VAR and the match referee. We'll get his view on what he's seen, what he thinks of the call, why he's awarded the penalty. And then they'll have a closer look at that and decide if they need to recommend an on-field review. It feels a long time ago now since Tinboci's penalty was withdrawn. So the question is, was it for the tug of the jersey? So on-field review is the recommendation as expected. Depending on why he's awarded this, I get the feeling that he's going to be changing his mind again. There doesn't look to be anything wrong here, unless it's a tug on the jersey. Definitely gets contact there, Ko, on the ball. So let's see what he's decided in the end. Yep. He's cancelled the penalty. It is the right call. So that's 2 cancelled penalties by Amar Al-Kaf. Other than that, it's been going brilliantly for Al-Ahli. First tie against the side from the East Zone since 2013. They lost 1-0 to FC Seoul in the quarterfinals of that season's AFC Champions League campaign. Dejan Damjanovic, the AFC Champions League legend, with a late 90th minute winner in that fixture. No drama for them in this quarterfinal. Matthias Jaisler. So just indicating to the fourth official that he feels that should be it now. Played enough, he's seen enough. Galeno. Lifted in. Could be one more, Mahrez! Should have made it 4. And of all players for it to fall to, you'd expect Riyad Mahrez to absolutely punish that one in. Instead, it's come off his shin and out for a goal kick. Bit of reprieve for Buriram. And there it is, the final whistle here at the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium. A great night at the office for Al-Ahli Saudi. And a brilliant evening for their fans as well, who have been pretty spectacular tonight at this venue. In complete control from the first whistle, Al-Ahli scoring in the 4th minute through Riyad Mahrez for his 9th of this tournament. Galeno then scored his 3rd in the 6th minute to make it 2-0. And Roberto Firmino completing the scoring the half-hour mark for his 5th goal of the campaign to secure Al-Ahli's progression into the semi-final of the AFC Champions League Elite Finals Jeddah 2025.